Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's BDL44 coming at you with another video. Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video. Well, it may not be quick. We'll see. About the Lakers and what they're doing right now. Zero in on them because that's my squad, and you know I care about my team. So we picked up three guys from our past: Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza, and Dwight Howard. I think they're all on one-year deals, probably vet minimum deals. Not sure about the framework quite yet, but that's a good guess. So, as far as Dwight Howard's concerned, we're going to start with him. I'm super happy to have Dwight Howard. He's the one piece that I thought was most important to bring in right away if we could. He should have never left. He stabilizes our center position. He's familiar with what we do. He's obviously very important to our fan base. I made a whole video about that yesterday. So, bringing him back was a no-brainer. I'm glad he agreed. We need him. So, that's the first thing. Welcome back, D12 or D37 or whatever number. I hope he does go back to 12, by the way. And so the next name on the list is Wayne Ellington. That's another guy that I'm very, very happy to bring in. Not only because he fits on this team as a 42% shooter last year, 38% shooter for his career, if I read that correctly. But he's also somebody who's a stand-up guy here in LA. And he played for our team when we were not any good. But he went through something very, very terrible. His father was murdered during the season while he was playing for our team. And I just remember that very, very vividly. It was a very difficult thing for him to go through, obviously. But he came right back, played for our team, gave us his all. And, it was just a very important experience for everybody to kind of watch him go through. And it was like, you would hope that he would be able to return under better circumstances, and he is being able to. So I just feel like that's a feel-good story, especially since we're playing for it all. We're trying to win a championship. We're favored to be coming out of the West as of right now. So to see him be able to come to a Laker team that actually has championship aspirations may give him an opportunity to get his ring. I don't know if he has one or not. I don't think he does. I just think that's a feel-good story that brings about a lot of good energy to the locker room. And like I said, this is somebody who shoots the ball about as well as you would want a shooter to shoot. And we got him at a discount, to say the least, when you see how much shooters are making around the league right now. So this is a very important piece for us, a very important pickup. I think his role is going to be potentially pretty dang good here, depending on what other signings come about. But yeah, that was a big time win for us getting Wayne Ellington. Welcome back, Wayne. All right, now another one is a huge deal because obviously this is somebody that we won a championship with as well. Somebody who we won with Kobe, one of those guys from that era with Powell and all of that. We got Trev back, man. Trevor Ariza is finally back with the Lakers. A lot of us felt like he never should have left. A lot of us felt like the agent that in that situation kind of negotiated him out of a deal with the Lakers, and that left people with a bad taste in their mouth. We felt like Trev would have came back, but his agent just was manipulating the situation, trying to overstate his value. And we had Ron Artest on the wing, so we gave him the money and won a championship with Ron. And Trev ended up going to the Rockets and had a nice time there, but they didn't win. And then bounced all over the league, all over the place, but he's been able to kind of play himself into a role where, like a guy like Dwight Howard, you know exactly what he can give you. And I'm talking about Dwight after he had bounced around the league and came back to the Lakers the first time in 2020. He had played himself around the league to a point where you just now know what he can give you at this stage in his career, and he actually fits a need for the Los Angeles Lakers. And with the Miami Heat last year, he was able to play some substantial minutes in the playoffs, and we were able to see that he still has what he has to give us. So my thing is getting him in a one-year deal. It's great for sentiment. It's great for us. He's home. Obviously, he's from Los Angeles, and this is someone that the LA Laker fan base loves very much. We never really wanted Trev to leave, even though he was only here for like a season and a half. That's the type of impact that he left on us with his play. How well he played on defense, how much of a compliment he was to Kobe Bryant. Him hitting big time 3-point shots, and just overall being one of the better wiry players, one of the better swingmen of his era, to be completely honest with you. And Trevor Ariza is an interesting story for me because I remember just how I remember him coming to our team and what way he came to our team. I had a perception of him being not so good player on the Knicks. And I remember seeing his name scroll at the bottom of the screen, and we had acquired him. I was like, and I remember saying to myself, why did we acquire this guy? Like, who is this player? He's never done anything. And as soon as he gets here, he makes a fool out of me, and he turns into one of my favorite Lakers and my mother's favorite Laker as well. So it's a pretty big deal to have him back. For most Laker fans who were around for that era, especially given the fact that we lost Kobe and all of that. So, yeah, Trev coming back is good energy for this locker room as well. And, in situations like this, though, I wonder, like, of course, we're trying to get players a chance to get a championship and win. But I do wonder if certain guys are going to be traded at the trade deadline. All this is feel-good stuff. But if we get to a certain point where the Lakers can improve, I would expect them to field calls for some of these guys, unfortunately. But we made it through a season without doing that in 2020, so maybe we'll do the same. But if for some reason we're struggling and we have a need, I can totally see Rob picking up the phone and some of these guys may not get a chance. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we keep these guys throughout the season and that we are able to have a magical season once again. I want to see us sign Avery Bradley. That's another name I'd love to see us get. I hear that we're very close to getting Carmelo Anthony. I was hoping that ball would drop before I turned on the camera, but it has not yet. But I think that's all but done too. So we're getting some guys, man. We're getting some guys, and we still got to figure out what's going on with Dennis Schroeder. No market for him thus far. Nothing that I've heard about. So he may be going to a random place, which means we may be getting back some random players. So it's kind of exciting to think about the fact that the Lakers could be getting some guys that could really help them, or maybe we actually be able to get Buddy Hield. You know what I mean? Somehow that's what we're hoping to do. So I think the opportunity to get Buddy Hield may be still possible. So that's what we're going to hold on to, waiting and find out. Whatever the case may be, I do believe we'll find a sign and trade for Dennis Schroeder somehow. We got to wait and see how that pans out. My gut says Pelicans for some reason. My gut says Pelicans. They didn't keep Lonzo Ball. They're not getting Kyle Lowry. The market for a good point guard is drying up. They picked up Satoransky, but I don't think so. I think it makes sense for them to try to go after Dennis Schroeder. Maybe not give him as many years, but maybe sign him to a 2-year deal and give him the amount of money that he wants for those years. That way, they can kind of get out from under that deal real quickly. But that's probably the move they're going to have to make. Don't sign anybody no 4-year deal. That's not what you want to do. You know what I mean? That could put you in a bind with a player you don't want just because you have to fill a need. Not necessary. But if you give a guy a 2-year deal, you can get out from under that. So, I don't know. Maybe that's the move. Maybe something like that would take place. I know he's looking for a longer deal. But like I said, the market seems to be pretty dry for him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's what I got, man. The Lakers are getting back a couple guys that have helped us win in the past, man. So my name is BDF44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.